Alright, y'all, checking out Season A Letter to the Future. It's on sale right now on the PlayStation Store, so I want to check it out. I believe it's a PlayStation not exclusive, but timed exclusive or something. The haptic feedback on just changing these menu items is really intense, but I'm digging it. I'm a big fan of the DualSense controller. Alright, let's see what this game's about. It seems like a cozy game. I've always loved those lights.
Who are you? I don't know, but I'm writing to you anyway. Where are you? How far in the future? Where'd you find my journal? I may never know, but you can know me from what I put down on these pages. I come from a little village in the mountains. No one has left here since before I was born. But our lives changed overnight, just a few days ago when my best friend had a prophetic dream. A vision that the elder said means this season is going to end soon. The world is about to enter a new era. A great change is coming. Everyone was afraid. I was surrounded by questions and I began to feel how little I know. What is this season that is about to end, and why is it ending? What exactly is out there that could turn the world inside out? If there are still voices singing and laughing in the wilderness, I could record them before they're gone. I also thought of my dad, who always wanted to see the outside world but never did. So, I asked if I could leave. The elder had one condition for letting me go: that I take what I collect to the museum vault, a palace of art and memory at the edge of the earth. She says it's the only place safe from the turmoil of a changing season. I hope that's where you're reading this now. I can't stop the change that is coming, but this time on Earth could live on in these pages. What it looks like, sounds like, how it feels to be alive right now. I'm writing to you at the crack of dawn on the morning I leave home. I can smell breakfast cooking in the other room, and I can hear my mom's voice.
Alright. A Light to the Future, Village in the Mountains, Stream. Season's gonna end, Dad. Thursday home, the morning I leave home. Cannot stop changing. Remember to your mom's voice. I really like these illustrations a lot. I like this just has such good feels right now. Very cool. Ooh. The art direction for this game is fantastic.
Three, two, one. Hooray! Mr. Lotto's here.
Holy shit. Wait, I can inspect it? Oh, okay, that was just a thumbstick thing. A catalog of strangers' fearsome tales for blasé children. Catalog of strangers that enjoys the more frightful aspects of this world. There is one amount of fear and fun makes for pretty children. Oh, okay, so it'll be easier if I just pick like read or something.
My bag and Dad's camera, ready for the great departure.
How would you say that name? Is that Pate? Hope you like him more than you would have liked a fish. Wandering Tale Festival. The owl spreads her wings over prosperity. The bill is worth 10 poems. Interesting, 10 poems, okay. I can't move that way. I'm assuming it looked okay. For a climb, be back this evening. These sketches and everything looks so good. Makes me want to draw right now.
The last moment in this little house. There used to be 3 of us here. My mom and Dad and me. Soon it will be just her. Her and all these memories. But in this moment, everything is the same as ever. Until I shift my weight. The floorboards creak. Mom hears it and turns to me.
You're up. What are you doing standing there? Time to get going. It's gonna be a beautiful morning. I'm making progress. I found the burner, camera, recorder, travel bag. Breakfast is in progress. Still gotta make a pendant. We haven't used this in so long. Good thing I saved the instructions.
I love your voice.
Just as you would use a shield to protect your body, an identity pendant protects your mind. Your thoughts, memories, everything that makes you, you. We don't wear them here in the village anymore, but if you're going into the outside world, I'll feel better when you've got a pendant shielding you. Diseases of the mind, like the dream sickness. You don't know what caused it. We heard people suddenly fell into an eternal sleep. These were years of wild rumors, and half of them turned out to be true. In times of war, a pendant can be used to identify a body. Let's skip that part. Objects have 2 layers, the physical and the mental. The pendant needs to absorb both. 1. Collect a sentimental object for each sense: sound, smell, feel, sight, taste. 2. Feel the sense and speak aloud a memory of the object. 3. Feed the object into the burner. The memory will leave the speaker as it is transferred to the pendant. That means I'll forget the memory after I say it. It's supposed to be painless. At least. No, you must remember everything. That's your role. Okay, so. This old tape should work for our sense of sound. I remember. You and I fell asleep listening to this tape. Where that came from? We all rested together until it got dark. What an odd feeling. Like an absence, disappearing. The empty space fills itself back in until I forget that I forgot anything at all. I'm glad I'm only losing a few memories. If I lost too many, I wouldn't even know who you are. You should pick the rest of the objects. I'll lose the memories, but you'll have them independent forever. So they should be important to you. They should be parts of your identity you want to be sure to protect. So think about what these items and what the memories would preserve about you. Let's do smell next. Find an object with a strong odor and that holds a piece of you.
Sweet wax honey. How I've tried to save things. Ancient perfume, sweet. Nothing is ever lost.
What did you choose for smell? Let's breathe in deep. Your dad used to bring these flowers home from his climbs. They only grow high up in the mountains. He was a great climber. He even found us a new source of water. I hoped after he would climb less, maybe even retire. But he always wanted to explore, and the only direction to go was up. Maybe the Elder is letting you leave out of guilt for what happened to your dad. If someone has the energy to leave, it needs to go somewhere. He fell into the Fitz ravine. We never found his body. But doesn't he rest with us at night? Doesn't he appear in our dreams? How can such a human being depart this earth without leaving behind a trace? A trace as strong as the flowers would still have their scent. Darling, I don't want to lose this one. I can't lose this one. Can we put the flowers back, please? Thank you.
Honey, wax, baby, waves. I was loved by people I have no memory of.
What did you choose for smell? Let's breathe in deep. This kind of candle keeps someone alive for the time it takes to burn. Just a few hours when death is nearby. It can be enough for last rites, last words. This was Grandma's candle. She didn't want to use it. You spent a lot of time with her when you were a baby. I realized she wouldn't live long enough for you to remember her, or for her to see you grow up and discover. So in a way, you don't know her, and she didn't know you. And yet, I don't know where love goes, but it belongs to you anyway. Now touch. Pick something with a texture you like.
My hand in my own hand. This speaks to how my mom loves me.
So what did you end up choosing? Okay, put your hand in the hand. Oh, I remember it so well. It's not as bad now, but in the old days, not many children lived long enough to grow up. We believed if a child could make it to the age of 9, they'd be all right. This print was made of your hand when your father and I couldn't believe we really had a healthy girl. An old deep fear inside of me finally went away, and we saw you would just keep growing and growing. That everything was going to be okay. I'm fine. Let's do sight next. Pick something that looks nice.
Gold, glint, smile, blushing face. I used to see souls everywhere.
So, what did you end up choosing? There were years when you saw faces everywhere. We had to be gentle with everything in case it had a soul. I remember you saw some sticks on the ground in the shape of a face. You were so worried what would happen if the wind blew. I secretly put the sticks away and showed you the face on this spoon. Look, she transformed, I said. You were so serious, studying it, thinking how a soul could transform shapes. Eventually, you stopped seeing faces everywhere. Does the world have fewer souls in it now than when you were a child? Or are they still out there? For taste, we can eat breakfast and feed some to the burner. The memory I'll lose is the one we're forming right now. I want you to have it forever. Standing here, you're having a last taste of home. Now you're protected by lost memories. A gem of home around your neck. This is my only condition for letting you go. You must promise me never to take the pendant off. And never tamper with it. Okay? Then I'm okay with you leaving. I think your camera and bag are still in your room. It's time to gather them up. I've lost so much. How could the world ask me to lose you too? Look at us. There we are, there we were. We'll always be right here on this beautiful morning.
I just performed a ritual with my mom. The moment has passed, but I'll record it in these pages for you, for the future.
These illustrations are fantastic.
I never knew when my mom would share a memory of Dad while cooking, on a walk, with no warning. It knocked the wind out of me. Rituals take this grief and give it a shape and a story. Filling in this journal is a ritual too, but for a loss that hasn't hit us yet. I've brought tools to record the sights and sounds of this season. I'll start by recording the only place I've ever known. Public sleep music is a tradition of ours here. When the music ends, the village will begin to wake up. Last night there was a goodbye party here in the plaza. Everyone was so afraid for me. To understand that fear, to understand where I grew up, you have to know the man standing watch over the plaza, Dr. Fumio. This is Dr. Fumio and his son. The statue isn't as old as it looks. The artist wore it down to give it a feeling of ancientness and the authority that comes with it. Dr. Fumio and his son founded Cairo back in 776. They live on through our traditions. There are 3 murals celebrating Dr. Fumio's work. Remembering everything must be painful. Dr. Fumio brought peace to so many people here. I wish I could tell you more about this poster, but I never thought to ask what it means. Now we'll both never know what it means. Oh well. Pate loves fish, even though nobody here has ever seen one. Smells like an old man's toes dipped in cinnamon. I had to drink this gross potion last night. Like my pendant, it's supposed to protect my brain. This is the cafe where my dad used to read his poems. He wrote one for me. Maybe he wrote it for you too. Dr. Fumio said the dream sickness was caused by something very powerful. He wasn't able to cure it. This is a healing instrument created by Dr. Fumio. It draws on the pure mountain air. There's something eerie about an instrument that plays itself. But wind chimes aren't eerie. I think the self-playing instrument needs to imply the presence of a person who isn't there, like this one does, to be properly eerie. A village that was created as a place to heal. Is that where my instinct to try to help comes from? It's so strange to imagine I'll be shaped by places and people I haven't met yet. So strange to imagine that I might feel at home somewhere else. The elder sought out Dr. Fumio to cure her mother, who was suffering from time misperception. Dr. Fumio was an important person, but we also just have a need to put a human face on events that are beyond our control. He may have felt just as scared and helpless as everyone else. I go fishing here with my best friend Pate, even though there's nothing to catch. We both appreciate the silence. Kero Village was founded during the modernity. Much later, Dr. Fumio arrived and remade it in his image. This flower means you're in my thoughts. The morning after the search was called off for Dad, our doorstep was covered in them. trip just as slow, reliable, and oddly satisfying as life itself in this little village.
Is it recording?
Yes.
Okay. How to leave home for my daughter. Find a sacred square of earth. Lay down so you have the dirt at your back. Close your eyes. Close everything. Do you see for yourself? You see for the dead, for the unborn. Do you listen for yourself? You listen for the dead, for the unborn. Your ancestors are in that dirt. All the living and all the dead are holding you up. Now, stand. They're still there, aren't they? It's time to move, to entangle yourself everywhere with everyone. So the next time you lay down in the dirt, you will have so much more to tell them.
This game is absolutely beautiful. I'm loving the art direction of this game. I wonder if there was a single person as like a main director, or if it was like a team effort from the studio. I need to read more about it.
Pate fixed up 3 bikes instead of 1.
Just want to see if there's anything else before I take a bike. Just a repair shop. Take a picture or something. Oh, yellow paint. Does that mean I need to climb something?
These bikes were used by messengers a long, long time ago. I hold a photograph of everyone I've ever known. I hold it tight.
Mm-hmm. This is really interesting. Like, I wonder what... Like, what else I can... Oh, okay. I guess not everything will invoke some sort of, like, message or whatever. Alright, so to pedal the bike, it's left and right triggers. Holy shit. This game is gorgeous. This title is so nice. This thing, I don't know if it's a bug. Why is it still showing me the accelerate thing? That would have been beautiful to take a screenshot of. Why is it still showing me this? Oh man, I'm getting annoyed that it's still showing me this accelerate thing. This can't be what's supposed to happen, right? Like, use to reduce the amount of... Oh man. I wish I knew that, like, beforehand. Did I not just turn it off? Or did I just turn it on? I am so confused. Okay. Reminders will not be displayed when getting on or off bicycle. On. Reminders will be displayed when getting on or off bicycle. Okay. The player will be able to steer and accelerate the bicycle using only the appropriate stick on the controller. Is there a... What am I missing here? Yes, for sound effects. Yes. With all the vibration stuff, I'm kind of surprised that there isn't like a going around this like train track thing.
Most of what I've seen from the outside world probably arrived in a cart like this.
What did I do? Oh man, this is gonna be a problem. I could be sitting here all day taking pictures. I'll be surprised, dear Esdale. I'll be surprised if this letter reaches you. The war has become like a deranged sleeper thrashing in bed, eyes closed tight. I've noticed how the soldiers strip people of their clothes first. A smaller degradation which permits everything that follows. I wish I had loved you more completely when the world allowed it. Love, Adele. Oh man, that's super sad.
You're right. The letter never made it. The season before this one, the war, seems so horrible. I feel nourished in these sights by the unfamiliarity of it all. These means of connection, long in disuse, are certainly telling me something about the world. Will they be used again in the next season? I wish humans had evolved to sing instead of talk.
Alright, dear Cornelius, I've thought it over and I have to tell you, the name you picked for your baby, it is terrible. Please do not go forward with it. I pray this letter reaches you in time. Yours, Dorino. Dorino? Sounds like Dorito. Your name sucks.
That poor baby.
Oh, I could take it, right? Why didn't I take it? Open, and then what was it? Pick up gifts. Oh, cool. I didn't notice that it would do that. I want a new page.
Traders used to come to the outskirts of the village. The war put an end to this.
Please get this letter to Dr. Fumio. I am suffering from memory excess but cannot travel to the village for treatment. I was praying you could instruct me by mail how to cure myself of this disease. I'm unable to forget, and I realize how important it is to gain open space in the mind. Tell me what to do. Tell me how to forget. Please get this letter to Dr. Fumio. Fumio, right? That's how she was saying it?
Village. Dr. Fumio roamed the land
Fumio.
curing people. It must have been hard when he wasn't around anymore, especially for people who couldn't travel to the village.
Okay.
even carve notches in the bamboo for the wind to flit through, so it can sing.
Is that a real thing that happens? Because that's amazing.
I heard that village was abandoned because of a mind disease. Not every community had someone like Dr. Fumio to perform cures. I heard at some point the tides got less predictable. Places flooded that never had before.
I thought I heard something. Does that say? Sea land transportation industries established 5-3.
A crane to move materials around. The things that used to be possible.
Can you give me a new page? I don't understand why I can't. What do I have to do to get a new page? Like, I feel like I've filled up this thing with... Wait. Yeah, that's what I mean. What the hell? Okay. So I can't go over that. It's just that little path. Okay. I can't tell if it's dropping frames per second or what it is, but it's a very weird, like, stutter that happens. What is going on? It's twice that one rock messed me up.
We learned about old technology in school, but not much about animals.
Can't pet that dog.
first time petting an animal. I think it went pretty well.
The internet memes have ruined me. I pet that dog.
That time it felt off. I guess I had beginner's luck before.
You can still detail on the grass and the way it looks. It almost gives me that feeling
now
of
I
like
got
some,
it back. I'm in control.
like it's like character
I can easily
from
pet
Breath of the
certain
Wild.
four-legged animals.
I'm gonna take a picture of you in my back. Alright, good luck, y'all.
How long can these ruins creak in the wind before they all fall down?
On how long to beat, it says the game is roughly 7.5 hours. I'm streaming for about an hour. I think I'm gonna stop
I
here.
cycled through landscapes, seeing them for the first and last time. I had no idea when I left my home how the season would end, or more importantly, how soon.
No, maybe I'm ending a chapter right now. But maybe it's a perfect time to pause the game. Let's see.